I'm Yuri.
I'm Jakub.
And we're going for a drive. Yes! First try. 2018 Jeep Wrangler.
Unlimited Rubicon.
This is the new Jeep.
Yes, it is, and we're off-roading it because it's the Rubicon.
Well, we're not really off-roading it. We're on the trail at TheStraightPipes Ranch.
Is it off the road? Just checking, thanks.
Is this wheeling?
No.
Okay, thanks. So what's the difference between the 2018 and the 2017 and earlier?
Everything. It literally is completely new.
Where do you want to start?
Well, let's start with the looks.
Okay, so we've got like digital circle headlights.
Yeah, so that's completely different. This is the easiest way for me to tell that it's a 2018, is that they indent into the grille just a little bit.
Yeah, and we've got daytime running lights on the side.
Yeah, exactly. So that's also an easy way to tell.
Can I start with that?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't like the daytime running lights on the fenders. I wish the daytime running lights were the circle halo lights.
I do agree. I wish they were brighter because they are on, but they're just so dim.
We also have cool LED taillights.
Yeah, we do. They look wicked.
This Jeep looks way more future for looking the same way.
It does. They had to preserve the overall look, but like update it just enough.
And you can also tell it's a new Jeep because the windshield won't go all the way down. Like it'll go down, but the frame still remains, so it's easier to drop the windshield.
Exactly, and we will do that for you later. Should we address that we've already removed the doors and the Freedom Top?
Yes.
Check that out. Jeep Toolkit. Boom. Take this off, remove the door, put the screws in the back. First you gotta flip this little thing up, and then the white part goes all the way up. And now it's unclipped. Lift it up and out.
Jacob, where'd you go? I can't see you anywhere.
Unclip all of these things, pull off the Freedom Top. We're not actually gonna take these doors off, and we're not gonna take this off. We did it last time, watch that video.
And we did remove one of the front bumperette things.
Yeah, so only on the Rubicon are these things removable, but we got lazy and didn't want to remove the second one.
Yeah.
It's like 8 bolts and it's just a bit of a hassle to do.
If you want to have a Jeep and do all the cool things, you really need a place to put all the junk that comes off.
You can't live in an apartment.
You can. One of my neighbors lives in an apartment with a Jeep, and he just parks all his stuff behind his Jeep.
You can't live in an apartment and care.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
The next new feature I really want to talk about, because I'm Yuri and it's infotainment, is the infotainment.
All right.
We have the cool new normal Dodge infotainment here.
Yeah, we do. It's great.
It rewinds satellite radio stations.
Of course it does.
It's got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It's got a super HD reverse camera that's mounted on the rear tire.
Yeah, that's super cool. First time on a Jeep.
And we've got a cool digital gauge cluster in the middle with tons of cool options.
Yeah, I just wish there was a little bit more off-roading options in it.
There is an off-roading option which shows you your angle and if your sway bar's connected and, you know, 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive. And I also love the speedometer, how it's so simple. There's just like 20, 40, 60, no million dashes. Same with the tach.
Exactly.
I wish this translated into everything else Chrysler.
Well, that was my problem with the Trackhawk and the Durango and all that, because there's a million numbers on the speedometer. You can't even see them.
And it also has the cool digital speedometer that will show every single number.
Yes, it does.
Granted, you won't be ripping it like crazy in this.
No.
But it does feel faster than the old one.
It does, but it's the same amount of horsepower.
Yeah, maybe because the automatic transmission and the last one we drove was a manual.
Maybe. And we should tell the people about the horsepower before you get carried away with everything else that you want to talk about.
Hit them with it.
3.6 liter Pentastar V6, 285 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque, just like the last one, but apparently it's kind of all new.
It feels better.
It does feel better, and for the first time ever, there's also auto stop start, and we instantly turned it off.
I actually kept it on for myself.
What? You turned it off the first day that you picked it up, you turned it off.
And then I got used to it. I want to save the environment. I'm gonna stop and go at streetlights.
Do you want to just park this and pick up your electric car and then not make it home?
I wish I had an electric car.
Just checking.
Yo, 350 kilometer range, that's all I need.
You know what? They are making a hybrid Jeep Wrangler, a plug-in hybrid.
Okay, but I'll talk about this more when you start talking about the handling. I haven't been having the best time driving this.
Really?
It is a lot of work to keep it in the lanes.
It's a Jeep thing, Yuri.
I don't understand. And now we've fully entered into the TheStraightPipes Ranch.
It's good to be back in the sunlight. I miss this place. Don't you?
Yeah.
I love it here.
We're always drifting trucks.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess the main thing here is to drive up Murder Mountain with the Jeep.
Yeah, Murder Valley. It
See
changes
how it does.
names every time we're here. Yuri, you haven't commented on my outfit yet.
What outfit? All I see is the seat below you.
Exactly. So at least 50% of the time, I'm 100% in camo.
Okay, I want to talk about more things daily driving this Jeep that I found way nicer than daily driving the older Jeeps.
So daily driving on the road.
That's what I meant, yes.
Go for it.
We have blind spot monitoring, which is fantastic. It makes life so much easier when you're merging. That's like one of the things I want in every car.
It is nice to have once you have it.
And I guess before I let you drive, I do want to mention this has cup holders. They are probably the best cup holders of all time. They fit a small cup of Tim Hortons coffee, and they'll also fit a cup of potato wedges.
Really?
Yes.
And they are rubberized, so they hold everything really well.
Yeah, whoever designed this rubberized cup holder platform is the smartest person in the world.
And one other thing that we haven't tested yet, the visors.
All right.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yes!
Oh.
Good job, Jeep!
I can't remember if the old one did or didn't,
I can't either.
but I'm very excited.
Yeah. One thing that we don't really need today, but we do have a heated steering wheel and heated front seats.
Yeah, okay, and all our HVAC controls are laid out really nicely, easy to use. We've got big buttons for everything.
Big buttons, I love it. And they kind of double up because you can press some of them in the infotainment, but it's nice to have big, thick buttons to press.
Oh, and we have normal USB and USB-C.
USB-C!
Your favorite. for
Android.
All your Android stuff, and BlackBerry maybe?
Yeah, hey,
Is
I
that-
think iPhone might go soon too.
Yo, whatever, I'm ready.
Probably will.
Just do whatever you want to me, I don't even care anymore.
All they do is copy Android like a couple years later and then say they invented it.
Sure.
Yuri, I would really like to go wheeling now myself.
Couple more things, and then I'll let you talk about all the handling, all the off-roading, all the cool Jeep features.
Okay.
The seating position. The center armrest is perfect for putting your hand on the wheel, and when you have a door, you can either put it on the armrest there or on top. It's
That's right.
perfect for being chill.
You know, Jeep actually offers half doors so that are even lower.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. I guess I've seen that there's some with the cage as well.
Yeah.
I
Probably
saw-
a Mopar accessory.
I saw him at the auto show though.
Oh, Mopar accessory.
Mopar accessory, sure.
What the?
Oh God.
Maybe back up. I mean, it looks like a friendly dog, but like.
That dog sounds vicious. If I swear to God, if I get bitten by a dog.
Yeah, maybe we
'cause
should
I'm
put
in
the
a
doors
Jeep.
back on. All right, pro tips for wheeling. If you encounter a random dog on the road, go the other way.
I really like this whole dashboard thing, how it's red.
Yeah, I just don't like that the red doesn't match the outside red.
But if you got this red and like a lime green exterior, it would look super cool as well.
It would look cooler.
And I have one final rant before I let you drive.
Oh, there's a rant.
It is a infotainment rewinding satellite radio rant. So this will do 12 rewinding satellite radio stations, which is great, but you need to click a replay button to rewind.
So?
But all the replay button does is show up and not interfere with anything that's already there. Just always have it there. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean,
And then if I change a station, the replay button leaves.
but it looks cleaner without it.
Yeah, but it's less usable.
It's not really less usable. You just press a replay button.
They just need to have it like the Subarus, where if you click the replay button, it stays up until you turn it off.
Oh, just to stay up. Fair enough. I got
Yes.
you. All right.
The crazy thing is, Subaru literally has like the best infotainment right now.
Yeah, and they had the worst one for a while.
So we'll talk about that more in the BRZ video, but right now I'm gonna let you do some wheeling.
Some actual wheeling?
Wheeling. Throw into 4 high.
I don't need to yet. We're still on 2 high.
Ah, whatever.
I will get to those modes very soon, but first, a little bit of handling. This thing has so much articulation in the suspension because it's a Jeep. But because it's a Rubicon, it has even more. We have a button to disconnect the front sway bar. It's an electronic unlock so that you get way more articulation. So you can actually basically make this thing look like it's all folded in half and like look crazy from the front.
So let's do that right now.
All right, here we go.
Oh, another daily driving thing that I forgot to mention.
Okay.
This doesn't have grocery bag hangers in the back.
Oh, all right.
Disappointed.
Back to off-roading. As is tradition, we will have to go to Murder Mountain now.
Right to Murder Mountain.
I'm gonna leave it in auto, and this is an 8-speed auto, and I think it's very, very good. I have no issues with this transmission.
Yo, the shifter is down for up for down. Race Jeep.
right.
Chrysler doesn't mess around.
No, they don't.
So you're gonna try Murder Mountain in 2 high?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna go into 4 high first. Let's try that. Now, this is the manliest shifter ever, the actual shifter, and then the 4 high shifter. And I'm not gonna lock the diffs, and we're gonna see what happens.
Now this looks pretty intimidating.
It does. And I'm gonna look at my angle with my pitch and roll, and here we go. We are Jeeping. Oh, this doesn't feel like any challenge at all. Nothing.
What
no
degrees are we
challenge.
at?
That's 4 high.
20
18,
something?
19. Yeah, 20, 18, 19. That was so easy. And we're gonna go back down because why not? So I will stop right at the base, and then I will put this in 4 low, and now I'm going to lock the front and rear diffs by pressing this amazing button, and then I'm gonna disconnect the front sway bar.
So you've just got a full off-road.
This is like full, like massive,
We don't even-
every possible thing I can do.
we don't even know if it's making
It's crawling
it better
by
or worse.
itself.
Is it?
Yeah. The
Why?
crawl ratio, bro. Oh, look at this, man. This is no problem. 23 degrees.
Well, this is a Rubicon, and anything with a Rubicon means it can do the Rubicon Trail, right?
Yes, that's right.
I saw that in every other video ever.
Yeah, that's right. So we haven't been there, so we're just using Murder Mountain.
Murder Mountain's
Man,
way
that was-
better than Rubicon Trail.
Okay, so the funniest thing ever, when you disconnect everything, you got like nothing. Like nothing.
Dude, do a full turn. Can we?
No, you're not supposed to do that with the
Okay,
front and rear
then-
locked. I'm gonna have to reconnect it and unlock my diffs. Off-roading's fun.
Off-roading's confusing.
Service axle locker system. Perfect, it's broken. It did fix itself, but we got an axle service warning light for some reason. Not sure what's going on, but everything's back on, so whatever, it's working. Let's just explain what we did there. So you can lock the front and rear or just the rear. So what that does is it locks both wheels to spin together so that you can do maximum off-roading.
And is it easier to do in the 2018 than it was in the 2017?
Well, we never actually drove the Rubicon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so this is the first one with all of these amazing options. I just love the sway bar disconnect one. That's the coolest thing ever.
We should try it on this big bump.
We should. We are gonna go over this with the sway bar connected and check our articulation. Oh my goodness.
No.
This is awesome. I love wheeling.
That was a sway bar connected?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that, the whole thing kind of tipped over.
Yeah, yeah.
So now we're gonna go all the way around and we're gonna do it again with the sway bar disconnected. The suspension on this thing is actually like really good off-road. It's so cushiony.
You know what I really want to drive?
What?
A 2-door Wrangler
Yeah, me too.
with like the doors off and a convertible top.
Like the ideal stereotypical Jeep.
Yeah, but I
Probably
don't,
in red or lime green.
But I want Jeep to hold on to all those parts because I got nowhere to put them in my apartment.
Yeah, yeah. Now I'm gonna press the sway bar button, sway bar disconnect in progress, and we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna see articulation now. So our reverse camera just went blue. This is like a blue screen of death.
But our sway bar,
Has disconnected, which is great.
okay, go back to reverse, one more try.
And here we go. No. I guess it's a Jeep thing?
I don't understand.
It worked before. Okay, well, our sway bar is disconnected, so here we go. We're gonna try this again. Sway bar disconnected. The whole thing was leaning last time. Look at that. Slightly less lean.
That's
Maximum.
a lot less lean.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel so much safer as a passenger.
See? One thing that you forgot to mention that I love, auxiliary switches.
Yeah, I don't know what they're for really, I guess lights and stuff.
Lights, winches, all that stuff so you don't have to drill into your dash.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's really nice to have. The Ford Raptor had them all up here.
One thing I forgot to mention, when we start up the car, we've got a Rubicon screen and it is so laggy.
The laggiest.
Like, come on guys.
Yeah, the lag in here is slightly unbearable.
If iPhone games can be not laggy, cars should be at least not laggy a little bit.
Yeah, I think they'll get there.
They're gonna make non-laggy normal screens when everyone's on laser screens.
Probably. At
Laser-
least it won't be laggy.
Laser vision right into your retina.
Yeah, yeah. Overall, do you like this Jeep?
Yeah,
Do you think
especially-
it's massively improved from the last one?
pretty much everything's improved.
Yeah, the seats are really comfortable. Everything's great about it.
The screens, the gauges, what's not to like?
The magnesium tailgate that is also all new.
And the slightly new styling with the old school looks.
Yeah, exactly. It's a really good blend of everything for a brand new Jeep.
They probably did it as perfectly as they possibly could have.
They could not screw this up because it would cost them billions.
And they didn't screw it up at all.
Exactly. But one thing we haven't talked about is the price. It starts at $48,000 and this one is $60,000 Canadian.
But this is almost top of the line.
This is pretty much top of the line with most of the options.
Yeah, so then whatever, that's fine.
Is it?
Yeah, why wouldn't it be?
Because it's $60,000.
Okay,
That's a lot of money.
I know a plastic surgeon. They got tons of money. You know what he drives?
No.
A Wrangler.
All right.
People like this. Rich people like this. So why not have a fancy top of the line version?
Exactly. Rich people like it. Rich people have to be able to buy it.
So if somebody was looking at a Jeep and maybe they weren't super rich and a plastic surgeon,
Get a cheaper one.
should they get the older one or should they get a lower?
Get a lower trim of the newer one. For sure.
That's what you think.
For sure.
Yeah.
There we go.
End the video.
Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, patreon.com/StraightPipes.
And the member join YouTube button.
Yeah, join our membership.
Membership.
That's right. Patreon.com will probably have the next video already up. So if you want to watch the next video, it's already there.
The world's first through the windshield visor test. I'm Yuri.
I'm Jacob.
And we're going for a drive. This is a subscription break. Don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe right now. Subscribe. We didn't do that.